Those who have issues getting to sleep will do best to make sure they get some proper exercise throughout the day, that they breathe deeper, and that they take some herbal supplements to help them relax some hours before bed, and do a proper breathing exercise to help them rest. Hello.
Yes, hi. It seems to be recording. Okay, let's just start channeling. Yeah, let's give it a go.
Hello, and we say good day to you at this moment of your time. We are the Pleiadian Council, and we thank you for allowing this transmission to take place. How can we be of service to you today?
Hello, hello. I want to ask about sleep today.
All right.
What is sleep?
Sleep is your body recharging. Sleep is your mind recharging. Sleep is essentially when you return to spirit, and this allows for a sort of reset to take place. As you drift into seeming unconsciousness, you are returning into your essence as spirit. And this is essential because, again, this waking reality is sort of like a dream that your soul is having. And when you drift into this realm, many things happen. You return onto that non-physical essence, though also your mind heals through what you call dreams.
So I've often thought that as pretty much all beings sleep, as far as I know, it's as though reality has to switch off.
Yes.
As though it's not actually real.
Yes, correct.
So what we experience in sleep, is that real or is it more real in some sense?
In some sense, both. It is more real and it is equally real. Depends how you view it. Again, physical reality is a sort of dreamlike experience your soul is experiencing. And so while this is a real experience, there's a part of you that is beyond it, and you connect with that when you sleep.
What about people who have trouble getting to sleep? What's going on and what do you recommend?
The issue falling asleep is a problem in the nervous system. Sometimes people think it is the racing thoughts in their head, but it's not necessarily the specifics of those thoughts. It's that the overall system is holding on to belief systems that keep one out of balance and behaving in ways that perpetuate that level of nervousness, tension. And so those who wish to have better sleep need to direct their focus to their nervous system. Different sorts of substances are a reason for having issue with sleeping. Having too much caffeine too late in the day can be an issue for some people who already have a degree of trauma. Things like tobacco, alcohol, and even cannabis can create issues with sleeping. The issue with the cannabis is a little bit different in that it supports falling asleep, but it does not create the deepest level of sleep. And so while the use of these substances can be an occasional way to experience altered states that is an expression of your excitement, to regularly rely on them is a disruption to the sleeping process. The idea is that you have to be relaxed throughout your day and live in alignment with your passion, not in alignment with your nervousness. And those who choose to do that will find sleep is easier. This also means making sure that you take care of the needs that are a bit more essential than sleep. That is breathing right, drinking enough liquid, eating well, and also putting yourself in a proper environment where there are not so many distractions and disturbances that can prevent you from falling asleep. Those who have issues getting to sleep will do best to make sure they get some proper exercise throughout the day, that they breathe deeper, and that they take some herbal supplements to help them relax some hours before bed, and do a proper breathing exercise to help them rest.
Okay. What's the difference between meditation and sleep, particularly deep meditation?
In the deepest states of meditation, your body is going into a similar sort of total rest and rejuvenation. And the only difference is that you are remaining conscious throughout the process. However, it takes many, many years of practice to be able to enter into that state of total stillness in which the brain enters that deep wavelength known as delta that is common to both sleep and very deep meditation. The other levels that you may reach in meditation are somewhere in between, and that is why some of your meditations become very dreamlike and you start to experience many visions.
Mm-hmm. What about how deep sleep is? I mean, we experience sleep in different depths and say, oh, that was a deep sleep and that wasn't so deep. What's going on there?
It again has to do with the state of your nervous system and how much you relax, how much you surrender into that sleep state. And there can be many different factors that cause you to not necessarily enter the deepest states of REM sleep and so on.
Mm-hmm. Okay, there's a topic I'm really wanting to ask, which is about the deprivation of sleep when people don't get enough sleep. And there is a particular case that I wanted to mention. It's the actor Michael J. Fox. When he made the film Back to the Future, he was working all day and then filming the film all night and kind of sleeping in a taxi or a limousine going between the two jobs. So for some period, he missed out on sleep. And then very early in life, he had Parkinson's disease. Is this connected at all?
Yes. Though it wasn't just this one instance, it was a chronic pattern of neglecting sleep that became normal for him, because when you don't sleep, you create a deep imbalance in the nervous system, and this imbalance will cause different complications for each person according to their own condition.
So there are many possible consequences of not getting enough sleep.
Yes.
For example?
Generally, it will first manifest as depression, anxiety, and those more common conditions. If it is numbed with agents like antidepressants or other sorts of drugs, the condition will then become some deeper sort of imbalance in the nervous system that can lead to psychological problems or issues with mobility or control of the body, like Parkinson's.
Aha. So is Parkinson's always to do with sleep deprivation, or there's some other?
There can be other sorts of disturbances to the nervous system that lead to it.
Mm-hmm. Right. On that topic, I've heard that the sense of smell can prevent things like Parkinson's and other illnesses and confusions when you get older, like Alzheimer's. The keeping your smell sense alive can prevent some or reverse some of these elderly illnesses. Is this true?
The sense of smell grounds you into your body more, and it does increase your memory. This is why smell has been associated through ancient practices with the planet Mercury that is linked with memory. So, yes, grounding yourself with smell is helpful, though also keeping your mind engaged, that is, learning something new every day, diversifying the information that comes in, making sure you don't fall into mundane repetition over and over again. Continue to try something new. Continue to challenge your mind.
Yes. So maybe the sense for smell is a start, but there's a lot more you can do.
Correct.
Finally,
Again, concentration, meditation. These are absolutely linked to memory. Though also, if you want to prevent neurodegenerative diseases, you have to also rule out inflammation to some extent that comes from diet, though also the most inflammatory experience is stress. So making sure you are truly following your excitement, not your anxiety.
okay, well, this has been a great exploration of sleep and some other topics that cropped up. Is there anything else you'd like to add?
No, that will be all for this subject for now.
Well, that's fantastic. Thank you so much.
A great thanks and unconditional love to you as well.
On the spaceship of Babel, we are gliding through the stars on a 5-year mission beyond Jupiter and Mars, a celestial encounter on a future Noah's Ark, and you won't hear us coming as we whisper in the dark. There's an Ewok close behind me as we try to disembark here. Obi-Wan Kenobi as we whisper in the dark.